L'Afrique, terre d'opportunités.
Moi, je suis ravie de voir de belles initiatives comme ça qui accompagnent et incitent la jeunesse africaine à bouger. Parce qu'effectivement, aujourd'hui, rien ne se fera si on ne bouge pas nous-mêmes. Aujourd'hui, je pense qu'on est capable de faire de belles...
On a compris que la richesse aujourd'hui, elle se trouve en Afrique.
L'Afrique reste le continent de demain, reste un continent où il y a un développement économique quand même à deux chiffres.
C'est mon destin. Et j'espère que tout Africain qui se trouve ici pense la même chose de son pays.
C'est très important lorsqu'on parle de développement. On ne peut pas aujourd'hui concevoir le développement de l'Afrique sans une unité des Africains.
Qui dit aucun de nous, en agissant seul, ne peut atteindre le succès. Donc agissons ensemble. Nous avons un fort potentiel que nous pouvons apporter à la jeunesse africaine, au développement de l'Afrique en général.
C'est presque une évidence. La jeunesse est une valeur.
Yes, the jury will be around within maybe 3 or 2 minutes, because they're deliberating for two matches, and it is really not easy because they have to detail every single thing, your arguments, the grammar mistakes, and how you also voice up your opinion, things like that. They just bear in mind every single thing. So yes, they are back. So we have the president, Mama Bismillah. It's a bit stressing, Hi again. I think that it was not really a piece of cake, because we have too much cake that was tough and rough. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So without losing any time, I will give the floor to the jury president, so Mama Bismillah, to talk about what I decided. And so Mama Bismillah, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Amina. So, today I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who is supposed to give the result. But before anything, I'll just give the floor to nobody who gives his a global view regarding the debate, and then I will just directly give the result. So, nobody, you have the floor.
Good afternoon once more.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, good afternoon once more. First of all, I would like to congratulate the 4 teams which take part in this competition, which played the semifinals. They really did great, because roughly speaking, or generally speaking, the 2 topics which were proposed were not easy at all. But I realized that they did everything necessary to meet the expectations of the viewers and the members of the jury as well. So you really did great, generally speaking. So concerning the first match, which opposed Ifra Bilingual School versus Marif, the topic was presented as follows: does the Senegalese educational system match with the needs of the population? Ifra was defending the yes, while Marif was defending the no. So in terms of arguments, I think both teams did great, right? But they could go deep down into details. There were some elements which had to be taken into account so as to have an overall a global understanding about how things are occurring in relation to our educational system, right? So, for example, at a certain time, the debate was centered around the use of foreign languages in our educational system, right? And students from Marif High School were stating that speaking foreign languages may favor the underdevelopment of Senegal, right? This is right insofar as foreign languages somehow lead to what we call cultural alienation, right? They lead to cultural alienation. And it is not obvious for everybody be able to speak French, English, or Spanish. Not everybody can do so. While it is easier to speak one's native language, meaning Pular, Seren, so on and so forth. This is one main aspect of one main issue of our educational system, right? Apart from that, let's talk about the efficiencies of our educational system. And the main idea which may enable us to better grasp what we were driving at is the notion needs, right? The needs of the education system. So for the time being, there is every reason to believe that we need innovation, we need creativity, we need infrastructures. As pointed out earlier by students from Marif, teachers should be trained just to favor better understanding while delivering lessons, right? We need also technological advance. Because since our independence, we notice that regarding the educational system of Senegal, almost everything is theoretical. Yeah, people are putting forward some theories without being able to put them into practice. This is also a major problem. And I can illustrate this by giving the example of a famous American writer, John Dewey, who was using a famous quote. So he was stating, I quote, learning by doing, meaning when you establish some theories, you should be able to put them into practice. But with the Senegalese educational system, people are spending most of the time theorizing without maybe paying attention to the technological advance, because we live in a world where globalization is very important. So we need to subsidize people by implementing some coherent strategies which may enable them to move forward, which may enable them to move forward. Yeah, I'm sorry. So in terms of grammar, there are always some issues. Even I can make mistakes, right? We are all human beings. As the saying goes, no one is perfect, but the most important thing is to do the imperfect things imperfectly, right? For example, a student from Marif used the following expression: actual educational system. It is correct. Actual, it is a false friend. Actual, it means really. Actually means really, but currently mean actual. Right? And then you have also another issue: industries. It is not in the streets or with the streets, but on the streets, right? When you speak good English, you should say on the streets. Yes. Apart from that, for the first match, roughly speaking, ideas were brilliant, and both sides, meaning Marif and Ikram Bilingual School, did everything necessary to meet our expectations, and I'm really proud of them, really. And the last point I would like to underline is, whenever you have the opportunity to introduce and to conclude, take your time. Take your time to give scientific definitions. Once you define a word, try to find the sources. Try to exploit your time in order to have a general understanding of the topic you have been given. This is very important, right? I'm talking about the introduction and the conclusion. Now, I will be tackling issues related to the second match. Can I, Mr. Silla?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the second match, Malik Sy High School versus MSSL. That was a tight match, a very tight match. Even I was perplexed. I was undecided. Yeah, I did not even know how to give marks because both teams did great. The topic itself was really relevant and very complex. Yes. Even a student from the university may have some problems once you give him those kind of topics, right? Is it a must for African countries to invest more on human capital to attain sustainable development? I think both sides succeeded in giving relevant definitions of the keywords which you may find is a topic, meaning invest human capital and sustainable development. More importantly, sustainable development and human capital. These are the main expressions which need to be taken into consideration in order to understand what it is about, what it was about, right? And then ideas were really relevant. But as far as students from MSI High School are concerned, I think you should avoid to read sometimes, right? You are not expected to read, but you are expected to analyze. You are expected to give your standpoint. You are expected to voice concerns about the topic you have been given. This is very important, right? And in terms of clarity, I think the ideas were really interesting. Yeah, I also appreciate the way Mali's debaters behave, because that was not easy to defend the idea according to which it is not a must to invest in human capital, but they did manage to give us really good arguments. But the thing is, they should have insisted on physical capital, because there are certain types of capital: human capital, natural capital, and physical capital. So they could have given many more information about physical capital and natural capital, right? That would be more interesting. But as stated earlier, the topic itself was really difficult to grasp or to exploit, to analyze. Really, they did great. Yes, as usual, there have been some issues of grammar, but they were not numerous, right? In terms of pronunciation, for example, people say economic, right? And then you have economic, right? Economic. Do you get me? Then you have the verb to encompass. Somebody said englobe, to englobe, but I think the right verb to use is to encompass, englobe in French, right? So to sum it up briefly, regarding two matches which took place today, both topics were relevant and interesting, and this will enhance the general knowledge of students who took part in this debate. Then the ideas were clear, relevant on the whole, right? And as far as I'm concerned, I'm really satisfied with the two matches, both matches, right? Once again, I congratulate you for that. Then I will give the floor to the president of the jury, Mr. Modu Silva, who will give his standpoint about the debate. Thank you so much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nomu. So I will not keep the suspense very long. I will just go directly give the results. But first of all, I just want that to congratulate all the 4 teams for making your way to the semifinals, and I congratulate in advance the 2 teams that will meet up in the final. So just to let you know about our astonishment, actually the 2 matches were really of high level. It was really, 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 really cool It was really wonderful, and we had a lot of problems sometimes deciding, but unfortunately, there will always be a winner and the other team that will lose. So, but I want you just to clarify some stuff regarding that can be very decisive when the jury has to give its decision. It first of all regarding regarding your sources. Uh, I think some of you, like all of you, have tried well to be as much scientific as possible to give sources and numbers and everything. But sometimes I feel like that it's not. Sometimes you tend to just generalize in some at some points. I heard many times people say, according to statistics. Actually, what is statistics actually we are talking about? If you say according to statistics, it's not a source. So we would really like to hear some very precise and relevant sources when you give data, especially data, because it's very important for us that you specify actually which is statistics. For instance, when you talk about the population of Senegal, there are a lot of statistics actually about it, but you need to choose actually the official ones sometimes, and so on and so forth. And almost many of you use this term according to statistics, and really is sometimes you would really love you to be very precise. And one more thing is still on the sources actually. When you make your research, I know for high school students it may not be very important, but in the academic field, Wikipedia is not very recommended, highly recommended in terms of source, in terms of giving sources. So when you give some definitions, please refer to some very known and recommended, let's say, dictionaries or other laws you to be very sources actually. And one more thing is still on the sources actually. When you're making your research, myself, for high school students, it may not be very important. Yeah, can you still hear me? Wikipedia is not. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Yeah, thank you. So I just go directly to give the results actually. So, so as I was saying, all of the match were really very interesting to us, and I really especially like the second match because there was a lot of fire between the two teams.
Tough and rough.
It was very tough and rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So starting with the first match, uh, the the loser actually, the team that lost the game, have an average of 15, and the winner has an average of 16. But first of all, the best debater of the first match between Ekra and Marif is Aminata J from Marif. She is the best debater of the match. So congratulations, Amina. And as I was saying, the the team that lost the game has 15, and the team that won the game has 16. And the winner is Ikra Bilingual School for the first match. So Ikra wins the first match, and Aminata J is the best debater of the first match. Congratulations to Ikra, congratulations to Marif, congratulations to Aminata J for your absolute performance. So for the second match, yeah, it was also a very tight match. The winner of the second match has 15.28, and the team that lost the game has an average of 14.85. So the best debater of the first match is Idris Ahmad. So congratulations, Idris Ahmad, for winning the best debater of the second match, sorry. And the winner of the second match is Malaysia High School. So congratulations to Malik Sey, congratulations to NSF, congratulations to Idris Ahmed. Congratulations to all the 14s for your absolute performance.
That was great. Congratulations to both teams or to all of you because you did great. And the overall result shows that we have 14 out of 20, we have 15 out of 20. Your grade are just high. It means that you all deserve to win. But matches were tough and rough, and there's always a winner. But as I love to say, there is no winner, there is no loser. We are all winners as lovers of English. So just keep it up and keep partaking in such kind of initiatives because there is no loser. What you've learned and the experience that you will gain after is much more important than losing or winning the competition. But again, congratulations to Ikra Bilingual Academy and Malik Sey High School. You did really great, guys. So thank you very much. This is the end of the show or this competition. So I shall see you next time, same day for the final. Or I don't know yet. Okay, just maybe. So, but before ending, I would like to thank some of our partners who really partake actively in supporting us for this initiative. We have Jider, we have yes, we have Jider, we have Legs Africa, we have Great Speaker, we have Lazia Senegal, we have Digital Mutual, we have Social Health. Last but not least, we have Big Azimut. So thank you very much for the cooperativeness and their support. This is just we're so grateful to you. So thank you guys, you did great, and thank you also for viewers who following us and watching us. Thank you very much. I'm out.
L'Afrique, terre d'opportunités.
Moi, je suis ravie de voir de belles initiatives comme ça qui accompagnent, incitent la jeunesse africaine à bouger parce qu'effectivement, aujourd'hui, rien ne se fera si on ne bouge pas nous-mêmes. Aujourd'hui, je pense qu'on est capable de faire de belles...
On a compris que la richesse aujourd'hui, elle se trouve en Afrique.
L'Afrique reste le continent de demain, reste un continent où il y a un développement économique quand même à 2 chiffres.
C'est mon destin. Et j'espère que tout Africain qui se trouve ici pense la même chose de son pays.
Très important lorsqu'on parle de développement. On ne peut pas aujourd'hui concevoir le développement de l'Afrique sans une unité des Africains.
Qui dit aucun de nous, en agissant seul, ne peut atteindre le succès. Donc agissons ensemble. Nous avons un fort potentiel que nous pouvons apporter à la jeunesse africaine, au développement de l'Afrique en général.
Ce n'est plus un secret, c'est presque une évidence. La jeunesse est une valeur. Elle est l'alpha et l'oméga du développement.